Hey guys and gals, this is Alex with Exchange Commercial Real Estate. Today is Thursday, March 21st. I realize I'm a bit late to the week getting this going for you. However, it is a great time to show you all the new multifamily properties that made it to the MLS and LoopNet, CoStar, Crexy. All the big sites are all going to feed into essentially these two listing websites. I like Zillow because of the interface. It's very quick, easy to use. I don't have to log in to see it. And then, of course, LoopNet has a lot of the commercial, bigger properties going for it there. So I'm going to get right into it. There are a lot of new properties that have actually hit the market in the last 7 days, or at least it looks that way. Now, there's several of these that are not really multifamily properties, or you've already seen in the past. But let's get into it. Okay, so first up, I'm not going to talk about this property here. That's a slew of Independence properties. Next up is this particular property here that's right on the plaza, and it's 3.25 million. So I'm going to zoom in here pretty quickly, and you can see, and I believe this traded a couple of years ago. I sold a property, if you can find my cursor here, right around here at the end of 2023. This property is even closer on the plaza. And I don't know how much updates has been done, but it was traded within the last couple of years already. You can see here that maybe there's some updates. Uh, some of the update units have been updated, maybe some of them haven't. Uh, at times, this could be a great property for a long-term buy and hold investor. It is an older building, but if you go in there, treat it right, get the right rents, get the room configurations well, I love the plaza, and this could work out well. Okay, so it's a 3.25 million, which is 18 units. So it's about less than $200,000 per unit, excuse me, which we've seen properties in the plaza trade for 200,000. My guess is the financials on this are not glowing, but if you're interested in having a trophy asset and want to put some work into it, this would be an excellent opportunity for that. Next up is this plaza property. This is on the south side. It's essentially 51st and Main, which has a lot of development going on Main Street here. Streetcar is actually going to stop somewhere in this area, as at least currently as a final stop on the extension. So it's within 4 or 5 blocks of that. Rents are $13.50 or so on many of these. They all have balconies, or most all the units have balconies. You can see it's a good looking classic Kansas City style building. It's, I think, has a new roof, all new central heating and cooling. Whatever was needed was replaced. You can see that the units are all modernized with tile backsplash. Floors have been refinished. Bathrooms have been updated. It's a great looking building, and I believe it is, let's find out how many units it is. See, it doesn't say off of hand, but it's, I don't know, 165, 170, 150 a unit. In my opinion, very affordable considering what we've seen out here in the past. So I would take a hard look at this property. And if you're interested in owning something on the plaza that's close to a streetcar extension, reach out to me. I can actually help you on this property, okay? Because it is listed on the MLS, and there is a co-broker fee available for me to help you and negotiate on your behalf, all right? Next up, we'll stay in Midtown here. This is a property I actually transacted on for a seller a couple of years ago. So it is the Ruxton. It's right on 39th and Main. There's a streetcar stop going right here and here, depending on north and south. I own a 5-plex right here. Know this location very well. It's heavily trafficked. I don't remember the exact sale price we sold it for a couple of years ago, but it's a good looking building. It was all completely remodeled, redone. They are a lot of studios and 1-bedrooms in there, so just be aware of that. However, that's another property I can also help you sell if it's still available by that time. All right. And then another building, which I'm not sure if we've talked about or not, but I've seen it before. I believe this is just an exceptionally large duplex. Yeah, so it's an exceptionally large duplex that has a lot of really nice, unique features to it. You can see it has a huge wraparound deck porch here on this level, and down here, a very large deck. This is on Armour, which is a great street. I walk the street all the time. I really like it. You can see from the photos that they've done an exceptional job on the inside. It actually looks a lot like a plaza property, in my opinion. Very cool layout and building, huge units. I'm not sure what they rent for. They're asking 570, which is quite a price for a property that's not on the plaza in the Midtown downtown area, but it is completely turnkey. So keep that in mind when you're looking. All right, now let's zoom back out. We've covered a lot of the Midtown properties. We've got, let's see what this one is. This is a large duplex. I'm not going to talk about this too much, but it's an exceptionally large duplex located on the South Plaza, really kind of more Brookside area. So, if you're really interested in having a true trophy asset that has 2 units in Brookside, this is an interesting property for you. Most of us will find this is not affordable, but if you want a trophy asset, I can help you find it. If you want to live in one unit, rent out the others, as maybe you're divorced or going through a midlife crisis or whatever, could be a good fit for that as well. All right. Next up is this particular property here, which is in the Crossroads. This is likely just a condo. Let me see here what we've got going on. 1827. Let's see, what do we got here? Sorry, I'm not super prepared on this because I was thinking this one was more in Midtown, but it's 18th Street. You can see it has very large floor plan and layout here. This looks like more ground level unit, quite a unique building. I'd be interested in taking a look at it with you, see if it's a great fit for you. Reach out. I can send you the information on it and see if it's a great fit for you. It is right next to the proposed Royal Stadium at, let me see here. Let me get back to this. On the west side here, on west side of Broadway, Royal Stadium is like right around here, I believe. So it would be a walk there, but it still is in that vicinity, and you would get a lot of the economic benefit of the new Royal Stadium if and when it passes. All right. So again, like I said, man, there's a lot to go over here. Let's take a look and see what else we've got. I'm not going to touch on this property. This is a slew of I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. It looks like it's got some multiple living situations on the south side of Johnson County. Not something I can really wrap my mind around what it is, but could be an interesting opportunity for someone who's interested in looking further into that. Another property here is in Belton. This one is, I believe it's an 8-plex. Let's take a look just to double check on that so we can get the right price per unit. Well, it doesn't say, but anyway, it's been rehabbed. It's nice location. It's in Grandview, which is a great up and coming neighborhood, class B, B minus, depending on what what you think of the location. I like the location, so I call it class B, B minus, and will appreciate well with rents that are always increasing. Could be a good buy for you there if it's 8 units for 600,000. Definitely look at that together. Again, these are all in the MLS, which means I can negotiate on your behalf. Next up, we have this particular property, which we're not going to look at. Sorry about that. Okay, zooming out, making sure I covered all of them. Like I said, there has been a lot of new properties hit the market over the last month or so. I have a new listing in Independence. I've got a couple of listings coming on board. So sellers are willing to sell. And now we need buyers that are willing to get back in here and buy properties. Okay, so if you're out there and you're kind of been sitting on the sidelines, now is a great time to get back in it and see what could be available while other buyers are still sitting on the sidelines. Okay, heading over to LoopNet, which is powered by CoStar. You can see that basically these are all the same properties we talked about in the MLS. Okay, and again, this is a listing I have. And I love this listing for a lot of different reasons, mostly because of the cash flow that you get out of this property. I've considered buying it myself, and it has a lot of really nice features. Brand new windows, brand new roof on one building. Another building has a partial roof replacement. They're all at top of market rents on the fair market rent scale. Excellent property management in place. You can buy this asset essentially turnkey with the way it's currently operated, which is through program style tenants. They're not voucher tenants, but they're program style tenants, which they still pay top of the market rents. They pay the owner directly for their rents. And it's about 60-40 on market or on program style versus market rents. You could put them all onto market rents. It's Independence. It's a population that has always been there. It's a very blue collar area in high demand because it's located next to downtown Independence. And there's really a great way to make quite a bit of money on cash flow as your mortgage pays down over 5 or 10 years, and then you could sell it and make a hefty profit as well as all the cash flow you made prior to that. So this is something you should definitely check out. I represent the sell in this transaction, but would be happy to help you look at it in further detail. All right. So let's make sure we got it all here. So that is everything new on market. There's probably 10 to 20 new deals that have hit the market over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I believe last week was a little slow, but then this week more than made up for it. I'm anticipating that trend to continue as we get further into spring and summer. And watch out for those rate cuts. The Fed announced yesterday that they still anticipate seeing 3 rate cuts this year. You want to make sure you're actually buying those properties before the rate cuts because your competition is the lowest. So now is a great time to buy. All right. So this is Alex Olson, multifamily broker here in Kansas City with Xchange Commercial Real Estate. And we will talk to you soon.